Howdy everybody and welcome back to my channel. As most of you who have seen my previous Super Mario World video on secret power-ups could tell, that video was of a ROM hack and not the original game. But that doesn't mean that you can't get these power-ups in the original game, it just means they'll be a little harder to get. So in today's video, I'll be showing you how to get these power-ups in the original, unmodified game, and explaining how it works. But before we get started, press the subscribe button below to make sure you do not miss out on any of my latest videos. Now let's get started. Okay, so let's do game A. Beat the game this one. So the first thing you want to do when doing this is definitely go to the top secret area and properly get everything you need, which would be a fire flower and a cape feather, because that's what you want it to look like up there. And then you need Yoshi, of course. So this is how we do power-up incrementation. That's what it's called. It's basically increasing your power-up by 1 so that you can get the next power-up. Which in this case will be the one after Fire Flower, which is technically number 4, which is not really assigned to anything. And this is the brown platform we'll be using, but for the sake of the time being, I'm gonna show you guys how to use this guy first. Very crucial part of it, and what we're gonna do is press that button, then whoa. I like using a Nintendo Switch Online so that you can rewind. There we go. If you saw it, his tongue stuck out. That's kind of the goal for what we're going for. We want his tongue to stick out twice. Then we want to stand here like this. No, not like that. Okay. Don't turn around. You want to stand like this. Wait, and once you get just above halfway, spit whatever it is in Yoshi's mouth out, which is a fun fact. You literally have nothing in your mouth. Wait, I think I am facing the wrong way. Let me try it this way here. Yeah. So unfortunately, if you do it at just the wrong time, it will not work. And actually crash the game. There you go. So there we have it. There's our new power-up. This is power-up number 4. You can obviously tell it's very broken. Very, very broken. Very broken. Now, let's actually quit out here. And we will be this new power-up. You can see at the top left here. It's a weird-looking power. So this is the method I thought was best for getting new power-ups, but I was very wrong. It works okay for the first power-up after Fire Flower, but because you need to power up in order to use this glitch, it won't work for getting the power-ups after this one. Luckily, this method, called the double tongue glitch, isn't the only method for incrementing our power-ups. There's another method, called the double Yoshi glitch. The double Yoshi glitch, unlike the double tongue glitch, can be done fairly easily without powering up in 2 different ways. The first one is to carry 2 P-switches at once by running into them while they're very close together, and to throw them at a Yoshi block. This will spawn 2 Yoshis at once because we hit the block twice before it became inactive, once with each P-switch. After that, we need to swallow something with 1 Yoshi, then jump off of it so it will land in a pit and despawn. This will make the other Yoshi spawn with nothing in its mouth like we did before. To do this, I went to Vanilla Secret 2. Gotta dodge every single Koopa on the way there. And don't lose your power. Which does not lead you back to the previous power, unfortunately. There we go. It's after these, and you find... After this... Oh boy. Oh boy. Here we go. Just spawn on top of that. You can't do that, I don't think. And here we go. That was wrong. One thing you definitely need in this area is a Koopa shell. Something I completely forgot to mention is that you cannot just grab the other item box, but the other item box needs to be a P. So what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate this item box. To duplicate the block, you'll need to throw the shell upward once it is aligned with the gray P-switch block. After that, it will then duplicate itself and spawn a new block with a blue P-switch in it. I have no idea why the second block isn't gray, but it isn't. This is definitely the block we want to duplicate. And there we go. We get a P and a gray P. 2 Ps. Now, what we want to do is get kind of close and then just drop them next to each other. There you go. And then, what you want to do is, well, jump back a little, run, and pick them both up at the same time. Have to be in just the right position, and you probably have to be running, so let me try this. There you go. Now the goal is to literally take it all the way back. Yes, all the way back to the Yoshi block. Now we're back at the Yoshi block. If you hold up and throw it, you can spawn a double Yoshi. And of course, to get nothing in your mouth, you want to kill it off while it's alive. And now you can stomp. But, fun fact about this, if you eat the P instead and die, the next Yoshi should spawn with wings. But unfortunately, it's not. It's an odd event. Of course, it has nothing in its mouth. Before, when I had done this, it was spawning with wings, so you can imagine I'm very creeped out by the fact that there are no wings. Let me try seeing what happens if he swallows both at once, right before time runs out. Oh, thank you all. Right, okay, absolutely nothing happened there, so... Wait, I dropped it. Wait, a little closer. And then just swallow both at once. If we can. That was wrong. And I just hit.
What I didn't notice until later was that when I kept playing around the glitch, it caused little things to run wrong. That's why it made me jump off Yoshi when I didn't really hit anything, because a sprite had a wrong behavior. While I'm not exactly sure which sprite it was, I assume that the Green Koopa had been spawning some invisible projectile that ended up hitting me and causing me to lose Yoshi. This glitch can cause numerous sprites to change their behavior, so feel free to play with it. While this was fun and all, I couldn't increment my power up in that level because there was no brown swinging platform. This is important to know when using this glitch, as it won't change your power up unless you have a brown swinging platform to use. Because of this, I decided to go back to Yoshi's Island 3 and try out the double Yoshi method too.
Let's work a little harder though here. From there, go get the blue shell, see if we can go up more. Obviously, he's not spawning again. Well, we're back to no Yoshi. Okay, so... Oh well.
At first, Yoshi wasn't even spawning at all. I eventually realized that if I jumped off and killed Yoshi at the wrong spot in the level, it would cause Yoshi not to spawn for some reason. This can be fixed by quitting out and coming back into the level though. After I tried duplicating the Yoshi block with the blue shell many times without succeeding more than twice, I eventually realized that the red shells that you can get right above the Yoshi block worked a lot better for the glitch for some reason.
Okay, here we go. Reset the game, and I'm back. Try with this guy. It's bad, okay. Apparently these shells work better at this part. Okay, and you're supposed to line up the shell with the block. Otherwise, all the same rules apply. There we go. And just stand about here, and that was wrong. A little early. Let's try this again. Just repositioning real quick. There you go. Wait. Okay. There's another one. It's purple on the map, but it's orange in game. That's weird. There we go. Very precise, but that's okay. And I seem to have not a lot of luck with the blue shell I've been using, so I think red is a better idea. Got it positioned a little bit off there. There we go, another one. Let's just show off a couple more here. I think I'm really getting the hang of this. Whoa. Go back there. No. This has gotten really easy, especially that brown platform thing. Important thing is just to keep trying and know what exactly you'll do right. Like, while I'm on this brown platform, I wait until about here. And that's when I press Y, just because I know my reflexes are about there. So there you guys have it. There's another one. Ah! Interesting. Ah, I don't want that. Free me! And just before we go here, if you're not on NSO or an emulator that you can rewind, I have a little bit of a concept to do this. It's pretty easy. Keeps you going in the right direction, really. So let's say I just spawn it. Oh, but I can't rewind because I'm on actual hardware. Quit and come back in. It's really not too terribly hard, and I think it'll still work, so let's try this again. Anyway, let's get to checking out how this exactly works. So here's a diagram to represent what we did to get the new power-ups. It shows what the computer has in its RAM, which, for those of you who don't know, is where certain values are stored for the game, like what power-up we have, what position we're at, and even what sprites are on the screen. In the top left, you can see that there are two things that this game considers when Yoshi has something in his mouth. First is the sprite ID for what he has in his mouth, and second is the timer for how long he has before he swallows it, if he has anything in his mouth. Normally, when Yoshi doesn't have anything in his mouth, the timer is set to 0. When Yoshi normally eats something, as I showed with the black outline, the game puts some values into one of 12 numbers depending on a couple of things. These values are important for setting a sprite's speed, position, and state and when Yoshi spits it out. A good example of this is when Yoshi swallows a Koopa shell. If he spits it out normally, it will act as if kicked. But if he spits it out while pressing down, he will drop it and it will wait until it gets kicked. When we make two Yoshis, then made one of them swallow something, then fall into a pit. However, the game still thought Yoshi had something in his mouth, although it deleted the value of what it was when the first Yoshi was removed. This means that Yoshi had nothing in his mouth, which is the value of FF and RAM, but the timer had started, so the game thought he had something in his mouth. This is what makes the game glitch. Like when Yoshi normally eats something, there are 12 values that are modified when Yoshi spits out the null sprite in his mouth. These aren't the same values, however, because the value of what's in Yoshi's mouth is FF. This means that those values we were getting are increased by FF, giving us values that are outside of what modifies the sprite's state, speed, and position, and now modifies what happens when the game completes a task, including Yoshi spitting something out. The values that can be modified, however, aren't the right ones to modify our power. The ones we need to do that are a couple of bytes before that. So in order to change those bytes, we need to use the brown swinging platform. Because the brown swinging platform actually creates a copy of Mario temporarily instead of just modifying Mario's values, it allows us to modify the data we need to change our power-up, as well as about 254 other values. Most of the values that it can modify just crash the game though and don't really do anything useful. That's why timing is important when performing this glitch. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Before you click away, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so you won't miss any of my new videos. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.